myself. I know it's not.
Did you know that the Secret Service acts like a human shield between Donald Trump and anyone who wants to approach him? Or that Kim Jong-un has over 100,000 men dedicated exclusively to his protection? Today we'll show you the 16 most protected world leaders. Let's watch it. It's fascinating. Donald Trump. The security of Donald Trump, former President of the United States, is one of the most complex and multifaceted in the world. Protected by the Secret Service, his security presents unique challenges due to his public profile and the multiple legal investigations he is involved in. Since assuming the presidency, and subsequently as a former president, Trump has maintained a Secret Service security team by his side. This team is responsible not only for his physical protection, but also for coordinating and supervising all levels of security wherever he visits. This includes advanced sweeps of public places he plans to visit, background checks on personnel, and the use of threat-detecting dogs. What distinguishes Trump's protection from other former presidents is his unique profile and the legal circumstances surrounding him. For example, the Secret Service was with him during his recent appearance in a Manhattan court, where he was booked and processed on 34 felony charges. Additionally, some Secret Service agents have had to testify in investigations related to classified documents found at his Mar-a-Lago residence. Have you wondered what would happen if Trump were incarcerated? The law requires the Secret Service to continue protecting him, posing numerous logistical and security challenges. For instance, if he were in prison, Secret Service agents would likely be outside the cell block to ensure his safety, as protecting him from the hallway or another area would not be effective. Additionally, as a presidential candidate in 2024, Trump continues to receive protection similar to what he had as president. This adds an additional layer of complexity as he constantly travels from place to place for campaign events, requiring intensive security coordination. Finally, concerns about how he handles classified information are significant. Trump has been accused of mishandling confidential information, and if elected again, the way national security information is provided to him could be modified to mitigate risks. Kim Jong-un. The leader of North Korea has at his disposal what can only be described as a personal army composed of 100,000 trained and armed men to protect him from any threat. This impressive force, known as the Supreme Guard Command, has operated since 1946, emulating the ancient Roman Praetorian Guard. They not only ensure the dictator's security, but also act as a powerful propaganda tool, emphasizing Kim's almost sacred importance and the immense power of his security apparatus. The Supreme Guard is divided into several sub-units with specific tasks. Some oversee the dictator's numerous palaces, while others control access to the capital through strict checkpoints. Additionally, an exclusive medical team provides top-level medical care to prolong the leader's life, which is inaccessible to any other North Korean. Moreover, there is an elite group dedicated to obtaining Western luxury goods, bypassing economic sanctions imposed on the country. This includes their fleet of armored Mercedes-Benz cars, the acquisition of which remains a mystery to the German brand. One of the most crucial units is the Rapid Response Force, composed of thousands of elite soldiers equipped with modern weapons strategically dispersed throughout Pyongyang. Their mission is simple but vital: neutralize any coup attempt, ensuring control of strategic command control and information facilities to maintain the regime in power. Last but not least, there is the dictator's armored train. Used for his travels within the country, this imposing vehicle ensures his security and avoids flying by plane, minimizing vulnerability to enemy attacks. In summary, Kim Jong-un's security apparatus is one of the most effective in the world. With a personal army of 100,000 loyal men, any attempt to attack him seems destined to fail and demonstrates absolute control of power to keep Kim's regime unshakable. Joe Biden. After the tragic assassination of President William McKinley in 1901, the United States Congress made a monumental decision to create the Secret Service to protect the nation's first leader. Initially composed of only 2 men, this organization evolved into an elite force of 6,500 agents, mostly recruited from the armed forces. These officials possess deep knowledge of weapons, military tactics, and surveillance, with the sole purpose of preventing any attempt on the president's life. Every time Joe Biden leaves the White House, security protocols are activated with pinpoint precision, requiring weeks or even months of preparation. For instance, all hotel employees where he stays undergo rigorous background checks. Any criminal history, no matter how minor, disqualifies employees from working during the president's stay. Even Navy chefs responsible for preparing all meals during his travels are constantly monitored by Secret Service agents. Joe Biden's transfers are equally meticulous, traveling in a Cadillac limousine nicknamed the Beast due to its imposing size and 9 tons of armored steel. This vehicle is a mobile fortress, hermetically sealed to protect against gas attacks and equipped with an advanced medical emergency system. Undoubtedly, the crown jewel of presidential travel is the Boeing 747 known as Air Force One. Its defense capabilities are kept strictly confidential, but it is known to be equipped with multiple infrared countermeasures and sensors capable of intercepting missiles, making it a safe and technological refuge in the sky. Thus, the evolution of the Secret Service from its humble beginnings to becoming a formidable organization reflects an unwavering commitment to protect the nation's leader. With a combination of advanced technology, military tactics, and tireless surveillance, any threat against the president faces an almost impenetrable barrier. Vladimir Putin. Bodyguards with armored briefcases and high-caliber weapons, doubles at public events, and food tasters are just some of the extreme measures taken by the Russian president to protect himself from potential assassins and coup attempts. Since assuming the presidency in the year 2000, this former KGB agent has built one of the most formidable and feared security apparatuses in the world. Each of the 50,000 agents of the Federal Protective Service is selected after rigorous psychological and physical evaluations, including enduring freezing temperatures without flinching and not sweating under extreme heat. Before each of Putin's trips, advance teams investigate the destination months in advance, paying attention to details such as public reaction and susceptibility to natural disasters. The places where he will stay are also meticulously inspected, and interference devices are installed to prevent remote bomb detonations. During road transfers, the president travels in an armored Aurus Senate, accompanied by a convoy of vehicles carrying military operators armed with AK-47 rifles, anti-tank grenade launchers, and portable anti-aircraft missiles. Security in public spaces is even stricter as he is surrounded by 4 rings of protection. The first ring consists of his personal bodyguards, the second of undercover agents among the crowd, the third of teams surrounding the perimeter, and the fourth of snipers stationed on rooftops, ready to neutralize any attacker long before they can approach the president. This formidable security network not only protects Putin but also projects an aura of invulnerability and power, reminding everyone that any attempt on his life would be nearly impossible to carry out. Xi Jinping. For his travels, President Xi uses the Hongqi L5, a 3-ton armored vehicle capable of withstanding bomb and explosive attacks. This impressive car also features an advanced air compression system to protect against chemical attacks. Additionally, his personal aircraft is a Boeing 747, similar to that used by the President of the United States, equipped with advanced missile and bomb detection systems. The Central Security Bureau is responsible for safeguarding the President of China, both at the main government headquarters in Beijing and during his travels across the country and abroad. At the heart of this formidable security apparatus is the Jongun High Bodyguard Corps, an elite unit under the command of the Central Military Commission, known for its rigorous selection and training processes. Accompanying this main force are advanced teams whose task is to secure locations that the president will visit weeks in advance. Whether detecting hidden explosives or surveillance devices, these experts leave nothing to chance. In a country leading in technology, security teams use drones, high-resolution cameras, and communication interception devices to identify potential threats. They not only monitor physical environments, but also protect the president's communications and data with robust cybersecurity protocols to prevent any attempt at information theft. Mohammed bin Salman. The Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia and Crown Prince of King Salman bin Abdulaziz, Mohammed bin Salman, has an impeccable security network designed to protect his life in a kingdom marked by vast oil wealth and geopolitical tensions. This complex protection machinery is led by the Royal Guard, an elite force within the armed forces whose sole purpose is to ensure the security of the royal family. The mission of the Royal Guard is challenging due to Saudi Arabia's strategic global position, not only because of its natural resources, but also due to its ongoing rivalry with Iran. In this context, the security of the Crown Prince is a top priority. To prevent any coup attempts or assassination plots, the highest positions within the Royal Guard are held by close relatives of the royal family, ensuring absolute loyalty and relentless surveillance. The military force dedicated to protecting Mohammed bin Salman comprises over 100,000 agents and soldiers, ready to respond to any contingency at any moment. Their defense arsenal includes a fleet of armored vehicles from prestigious brands such as Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Rolls-Royce. These vehicles not only represent luxury but also cutting-edge security. The Prince's air power is equally impressive, with a squadron of Boeing 747 and Airbus A340 aircraft equipped with the most advanced defense systems to ensure his safety during travel. Therefore, this security network makes Mohammed bin Salman's protective apparatus one of the most sophisticated and effective in the world, reflecting not only the Crown Prince's importance in global politics, but also the immense power he wields on the international stage. Benjamin Netanyahu. In a country like Israel, where war and attacks are constant threats, it's not surprising that the Prime Minister is protected by an impenetrable network of secret agents willing to do whatever it takes to ensure his safety. Since its establishment in 1949, the Israeli Security Agency has employed thousands of highly trained men, many recruited from special forces units of the military and trained in combat tactics, weapons handling, and espionage. Considering that Benjamin Netanyahu lives under the constant threat of attack, it's common to see him wearing a bulletproof vest and always surrounded by a human shield of armed men ready to act in a split second. These agents will not hesitate to fire as many rounds as necessary to neutralize any attempt on his life. During public events, security measures are multiplied. The first ring of protection consists of at least 12 bodyguards, always alert and ready to intercept any attacker. Beyond them, undercover agents blend into the crowd, monitoring every suspicious movement, while strategically positioned snipers on rooftops and elevated points keep an unwavering watch over the area. This security apparatus not only reflects the high preparedness and professionalism of the agents, but also the gravity of the threats faced by Netanyahu, resulting in every move being calculated and every potential danger scenario anticipated. The result is an almost infallible protection network designed to ensure that the leader of Israel can perform his duties with the highest possible security amidst an unforgivingly hostile environment. King Charles III. Whenever the monarch of the United Kingdom makes public appearances, the imposing presence of the royal guards, dressed in military uniforms that have withstood the test of time, is impossible to miss. But behind that historic facade lies an essential and discreet team: the agents of the Scotland Yard Protection Command. These elite bodyguards accompany the king to each of his engagements outside Buckingham Palace, ensuring his protection at all times. This group consists of 185 agents, all trained by the Special Forces of the British Army. Such rigorous preparation became indispensable, especially after the famous incident in 1982 when an intruder managed to enter Queen Elizabeth II's private room. Since then, the advanced training of these bodyguards has proven to be flawless, guaranteeing that the monarch is never compromised in a similar situation again. In terms of transportation, King Charles has at his disposal not only the iconic Range Rover and Jaguar XJ, but also a true gem of British engineering, the Bentley State Limousine. This vehicle not only features armor in its body and windows, but its cabin can be sealed hermetically in case of a gas attack, and its Kevlar-reinforced tires can withstand explosions. For air travel, the King shares with the British Prime Minister the formidable Airbus A330 Voyager. This aircraft is a true fortress in the air, equipped with advanced systems for detecting and deflecting missiles launched from air and ground, allowing the monarch to fulfill his royal duties, relying on the impeccable protection that surrounds him. Fumio Kishida. The Prime Minister of Japan is provided with top-notch protection by the security police, a unit that operates 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Established in 1975 following the guidelines of the United States Secret Service, this force has evolved to be at the forefront in combat techniques, dignitary protection, and the use of advanced technology to neutralize any threat. In terms of automotive excellence, Japan showcases its own. Kishida travels in vehicles such as the luxurious Lexus LS and the ultra-exclusive Toyota Century, both armored to withstand bullets and grenades. For his international travels, he uses a pair of Boeing 777s acquired in 2018 that function as flying offices equipped with state-of-the-art communication and security technology, ensuring that the Prime Minister and his entourage can operate effectively anywhere in the world. Despite Japan's low crime rate, politicians are not exempt from risks. The tragic assassination of former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe in 2022 during a political event in Kashihara and the bomb attack suffered by Kishida in April 2023 underscore the need for rigorous protection. Fortunately, Kishida emerged unscathed from the incident, but it highlighted the growing threat and the necessity for the security police to remain updated and in constant improvement. Pope Francis. For over 500 years, the security of the Supreme Pontiff has been entrusted to the emblematic Swiss Guard, a unit established by Pope Julius II to protect the heart of the Vatican. Recruits to this prestigious force must be Swiss citizens, Roman Catholics, have a minimum height of 1.74 meters, possess a professional diploma or bachelor's degree, and have completed rigorous basic training in the Swiss Army. While the colorful uniforms and ceremonial swords of the Swiss Guard are globally recognized, the Pope's true protection lies with members of the same force who operate under a more discreet profile. Dressed in suits and ties, these modern guardians are equipped with sophisticated communication equipment and firearms, ready to confront anyone who dares to threaten the Pope. Complementing this formidable line of defense is the Vatican City Gendarmerie Corps. Composed of 130 highly trained agents, this corps not only ensures the security of the Supreme Pontiff, but also safeguards all properties of the Catholic Church within the small state. Unlike other world leaders who opt for fully armored and enclosed vehicles, the Pope prefers to be close to the public during his official visits abroad. This is where the iconic Pope-mobile comes into play, with its armored glass offering protection without sacrificing proximity to the faithful. Another peculiarity in the transport of the Supreme Pontiff is that his plane is not a flying bunker impervious to missiles, as used by other heads of state. Instead, the Pope travels on commercial airliners provided by airlines, relying on the faith that accompanies him on every flight. Emmanuel Macron. The Presidential Security Group of the Republic of France is a specialized entity tasked with ensuring the safety of the French president at all times. Initially composed of 30 agents from the National Gendarmerie and 30 officers from the National Police, the group has evolved significantly following security lapses, now comprising hundreds of highly trained bodyguards skilled in combat and proficient in handling various types of weapons. In response to increased threats against the French president, the security team has been reinforced with the inclusion of the National Gendarmerie Intervention Group, specializing in high-intensity combat. This security force leaves nothing to chance, deploying sharpshooters armed with precision rifles capable of neutralizing hostile targets from distances of up to a kilometer. For his movements, President Macron favors domestically manufactured vehicles such as the DS7 Crossback, Peugeot 5008, and Renault Espace. These vehicles, however, differ significantly from their commercial counterparts, equipped with communication systems that transform them into mobile offices and advanced armor capable of withstanding high-caliber bullets and explosives, thereby ensuring his safety in the event of an attack. Narendra Modi. Being the Prime Minister of India, a country with over 1.4 billion people, ensures numerous adversaries. To thwart any threats against the leader, the Special Protection Group is dedicated solely to keeping him safe both within India and abroad. This agency operates under strict confidentiality and boasts 3,000 highly trained personnel skilled in firearms and managing critical situations. Regular background checks are rigorously enforced, crucial in preventing incidents like the assassination of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi by her own bodyguard in 1984. As India solidifies its position on the global stage, Prime Minister Modi travels abroad in a Boeing 777. This isn't just any passenger plane, but a flying fortress equipped with advanced missile alert systems and electronic countermeasures to ensure protection against terrestrial and aerial threats. In tandem, the vehicles transporting the Prime Minister reflect his impenetrable security. Notably, armored Mercedes-Benz S680 and the latest generation Range Rover SUVs, both designed to withstand high-caliber weapon attacks and explosives. The combination of a highly skilled security team and cutting-edge technology makes the Prime Minister's protection a meticulously precise operation, ensuring every move and protocol is crafted to safeguard his leadership with confidence. Rishi Sunak. Being the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom is a monumental task, laden with challenges and critical decisions. Imagine having to ensure their security around the clock. Fortunately, the Prime Minister is supported by the Protection Command, an elite unit prepared for any eventuality. This team of rapid intervention and tactical expertise is primarily composed of veterans from the London Police and former soldiers from the British Army Special Forces. Individuals who have faced unimaginable dangers and stand ready to safeguard the nation's leader. The Protection Command is structured into three specialized groups. Firstly, close protection officers, experts in keeping the Prime Minister safe at all times. Then, there's the Special Escort Group, which provides surveillance during travels, ensuring each journey is secure. Finally, armed security maintains vigilance at government headquarters in London and at the Prime Minister's private residence, where protection is paramount. For terrestrial travel, the Prime Minister relies on the formidable Range Rover Sentinel, a titan of the British automotive industry. Its 5-ton armored frame renders it resistant to explosions and gunfire from AK-47 assault rifles, thanks to robust steel construction and polycarbonate windows. During international trips, the Prime Minister travels aboard the majestic Airbus A330 Voyager. This aircraft not only accommodates 180 passengers and houses a private office, but is also equipped with advanced missile detection systems and satellite communication, ensuring the UK leader remains connected with the cabinet regardless of distance. Recep Tayyip Erdogan. More than $15 million annually are needed to protect the president of Turkey, a country rapidly gaining power and influence on the international geopolitical stage. The backbone of his protection is the Presidential Guard, an elite unit within the Turkish armed forces. This specialized body is responsible not only for the president's immediate security, but also for safeguarding the government headquarters at the imposing presidential palace in Ankara. Being part of this elite team is no easy task. Aspirants undergo an extremely rigorous selection process, and only the best of the best are chosen. Once selected, they receive intensive training in advanced combat techniques, VIP protection, and crisis management. Ahead of any of Erdogan's trips, advanced teams are deployed weeks in advance to meticulously inspect the places he will visit. These agents ensure that each site is free from potential threats, utilizing drones, state-of-the-art sensors, and high-resolution cameras to monitor any suspicious activity. Simultaneously, the transportation of the Turkish president is a maximum security operation. For his movements, he prefers a Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman Guard, armored to the highest ballistic protection standards, capable of withstanding gunfire from high-caliber weapons and explosions. For air travel, he relies on a Boeing 747 gifted by the royal family of Oman, configured not only with utmost luxury but also equipped with advanced radars and sensors that detect missiles and any other potential threats. The security apparatus surrounding Erdogan is a testament to Turkey's seriousness and power in protecting its leader. With an elite team, cutting-edge technology, and extraordinary security measures, the Turkish president is shielded against any eventuality, underscoring both his and his country's significance on the global stage. Ali Khamenei. The supreme leader of Iran holds the authority to make the most crucial political and religious decisions in the country, making him a figure whose security is of utmost priority. This responsibility falls on the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, a paramilitary group known for its unwavering loyalty to the leader of the Islamic Republic. Since Ali Khamenei ascended to power in 1989, his protection team has evolved from a group with conventional security measures to a formidable force of thousands of meticulously selected and trained men in advanced military combat techniques, with the mission to protect the supreme leader at any cost. Despite facing severe international sanctions, the Revolutionary Guard managed to acquire cutting-edge technology such as drones, thermal cameras, and armored vehicles. Currently, the Supreme Leader's security is a matter where nothing is left to chance, as he is always surrounded by 14 bodyguards, and every individual meeting him undergoes rigorous physical inspections. Additionally, his residence is guarded by such an overwhelming number of soldiers that any potential enemy would think twice before attempting an attack. Yoon Suk-yeol. Since assuming the presidency of South Korea in May 2022, President Yoon has faced a high-tension scenario with its northern neighbor. Threats from North Korean leader Kim Jong-un to use force to achieve his objectives have led to an unprecedented strengthening of presidential security protocols. As a result, the protection of the president has evolved from having a few dozen bodyguards to becoming a veritable army of special agents. These include officers from the Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency and operators trained by the South Korean military's special forces. Because President Yoon prefers to reside in his personal residence in the Seocho district, he must commute daily to the government headquarters in Yongsan district. Consequently, police presence has increased by 75% compared to his predecessor, totaling 700 agents exclusively dedicated to his protection. Every morning when the president leaves his home, he requires between 30 and 40 traffic agents to manage the traffic during his commute in luxury vehicles such as the Mercedes-Maybach S600 Pullman Guard or the Genesis EQ900 manufactured by local firm Hyundai. Both vehicles are equipped with state-of-the-art technology, including secure telephone communications, infrared vision cameras, undercarriage fire suppression systems to extinguish fires caused by explosives, and fresh oxygen systems to protect against gas attacks. These vehicles are not only armored with bulletproof windows and puncture-resistant tires, but also have bodies coated with bulletproof and explosion-resistant metal. Additionally, the president has a flying bunker, a Boeing 747 equipped with cutting-edge technology, including advanced communication systems, radar signal jammers, and flares to defend against heat-seeking missiles. All in all, President Yoon's impressive security reflects the severity of the threats he faces and his commitment to protection in such a volatile environment with perennial North Korean threats. Now tell me, how does the security protocol of the president in your country work? Leave your opinion in the comments. Here are two options that you'll surely love.